Nurse Maureen asked me to do this. I didn't really know, she said something you can do, and it's for the Diabetes Association. I said, well, I'll try to do something. Because I have a really good friend that I grew up with, named Randy Hoover, who was diagnosed at age 19 with type 1 diabetes. They said he wouldn't live until 50 years old, but he's 57 now, partly because of what you guys do. The American Diabetes Association has done so much over the last few years, and they have contributed to the well-being of a lot of people who have diabetes and are able to survive and continue on a healthful life because of it. So I appreciate everything that you guys do, especially my extra credit kids. Who are you guys? Did you remember to sign in over at the door there? There's a sign-in sheet over at the door. Make sure you get your extra credit. When I started out in music, I started out learning, I was a child of the 60s, so I learned folk music. I still play with a friend that I used to play back in high school named Rick, and we play once a month or so, and we call ourselves the Elderly Brothers now. And then I graduated to top 40, and I did a wedding band for a while, and then I got turned on to country music after a while. Country music I always associated country music with losing. See, I'm from Michigan, and there's not a whole lot of places where country music is really popular up there. So I just think of all the songs that I heard, and I got turned on about urban cowboy time. You guys have all heard the old joke about what happens when you play a country song backwards. You get your wife back, your car back, your truck back, and your dog back. And I looked up online some actual recorded country song titles. You won't believe these. One of them is "How Can I Miss You If You Won't Go Away." Another one, "She Got the Ring, I Got the Finger." There's actually another one called "If I Can't Be #1 in Your Life, Then #2 on You." These are actual country songs that were recorded. But my all-time favorite, I've actually heard this one, is "You Said My Nose is Running, but It's Not." I also am going to bore you a little bit tonight, because all of my grandchildren that I'm so proud of are up in Michigan, but they're going to be here tonight with us, okay, on some images up here on the screen. So I'm going to bore you for about 3 minutes. Does everybody have a favorite grandma or grandpa? Well, I'm hoping that my grandkids have a favorite grandpa or grandma too. And I'd like to do a few songs tonight. After I tell you this one little story about one of my granddaughters named Addie. She's pretty precocious. And one day she asked me, "Grandpa, how old are you?" And being real coy, I said, "Well, I'm not really sure." And she says, "Well, Grandpa, look in your underwear. Mine says 4 to 6. So, with that, I'll try to sing a song about Grandpa. Tell me about the good old days. This world's gone crazy. I just messed up the words. And Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, where the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Did lovers really fall in love to stay, to stand beside each other come what may? Was a promise really something people kept, not just something they would say? Families really bow their heads to pray. Daddies never really went away. Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Yogurt. Grandpa, everything is changing fast. We call it progress, but I just don't know. And Grandpa, let's wander back into the past and paint me a picture of long ago. Did lovers really fall in love to stay? Stand beside each other, come what may? Was a promise really something people kept? Not just something they would say and then forget? Did families really bow their heads to pray? Daddies never really go away. Oh, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. That's Jonah. That's Addie, Jalen, and Macy. That's my wife with two of the little ones. That's Addie. And Jonah. Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good